Picture this. It's March 2025 in Shanghai, and Chen Mei, a young office worker, is among thousands crowding a Xiaomi dealership. They're here for the YU7 SUV, an electric vehicle that racked up 289,000 pre-orders in just 1 hour. This is China's electric vehicle revolution, a global powerhouse reshaping how we drive. But behind the hype, there's a complex story of triumphs, challenges, and hidden costs. Let's dive into the truth about China's EV boom. China's EV industry is on fire. In 2024, it sold 8.3 million electric vehicles, 60% of the global market. Companies like BYD are leading the charge, outselling Tesla with 1.02 million EVs in just the first half of 2025. The Seagull, priced at under $10,000, is a game-changer, making EVs affordable for millions. But it's not just about cars, it's about policy. Since the 2000s, China's poured over $230 billion into EV subsidies, offering rebates and tax breaks.
In Shenzhen, taxi driver Li Wei switched to a BYD Han, saving $500 a month on fuel thanks to a $4,000 government rebate. He told us, "It's cheaper and the government made it easy."
Local governments have built charging networks like TELD's 800-kilometer corridor connecting Shanxi and Shandong, serving 10,000 EVs daily. But this top-down push has a downside: overproduction. Some cities prioritize factory output over actual demand, leaving unsold cars piling up. China's not stopping at home, it wants to lead the world. BYD's exports doubled in 2025, dominating markets like Brazil, where it holds an 80% share. But not every story is a success.
Take Neta Auto in Thailand. Its rapid expansion crashed when its parent company faced bankruptcy, leaving dealers like Somchai with unsold stock. He said, "Neta promised cheap EVs, but now we're stuck."
EVs are sold as green, but there's a catch. Producing a lithium-ion battery emits about 74 kilograms of CO2 per kilowatt hour, and China's coal-powered factories make it worse. In Inner Mongolia, residents near Kadiel's battery plants report breathing problems from air pollution. Disposal is another problem. Only 20% of batteries are recycled properly, and many end up in landfills. In Henan, farmer Zhang Lin lost his crops after toxic chemicals from illegal battery dumps polluted his water. He joined protests, demanding change, but solutions are slow. Lithium and cobalt mining fuels China's EV boom, but at a cost. In Tibet, lithium extraction has polluted rivers, threatening wildlife. Globally, cobalt mines in the Congo, supplying Chinese firms, have been linked to child labor. A 2024 Chinese documentary sparked outrage on Weibo, but censorship limited its reach. And here's the kicker: 60% of China's electricity comes from coal. In Shanxi, driver Wang Tao charges his EV with coal power, saying, "I bought this to be green, but it doesn't feel like it." While Zhejiang's green charging stations show promise, China's grid needs a major overhaul to make EVs truly eco-friendly. China's spent $60 billion on EV subsidies since 2015, but can it last? In 2024, 20% of EVs went unsold, creating eerie EV graveyards in cities like Hangzhou.
Beijing salesman Liu Qiang told us, subsidies make EVs cheap, but when they're gone, sales drop.
Price wars led by BYD and Tesla are squeezing smaller players with fears of a financial crisis looming. Technologically, China's a mixed bag. It leads in batteries, cattle supplies Ford and Tesla, but relies on foreign chips.
In 2024, chip shortages stopped XPeng's Guangzhou plant for weeks. An engineer said, "We're innovating, but without chips, we're stuck."
Yet BYD's Blade battery and NIO's battery swapping stations, serving 10 million swaps in 2024, show China's pushing forward. The shift to EVs is also hitting workers hard. In Changchun, 200,000 traditional auto jobs were lost in 2024.
Former FADU worker Zhang Wei, now 45, retrained as an EV technician but can't find work. "They want young engineers, not guys like me," he said.
New EV plants are creating jobs, but they demand skills many older workers don't have. Safety is another concern. In 2023, a cargo ship carrying Chinese EVs caught fire off the Netherlands, blamed on faulty batteries. In 2024, a NIO ES8 fire in Shanghai injured 2 people, sparking outrage on Weibo.
Driver Lina said, "I love my NIO, but I'm scared to charge it overnight."
Reports of suppressed safety data have raised distrust, pushing calls for better standards. China's EV market is a battleground, with over 200 manufacturers fighting for survival. BYD's price cuts have triggered a brutal price war, and analysts predict only 15 brands will survive by 2030. NADA's collapse in Thailand, leaving dealers with unsold cars, is a warning sign. Globally, Chinese EVs face tough competition from Tesla and Volkswagen, plus trade barriers like EU tariffs. In Brazil, BYD's cheap EVs dominate, but locals complain about job losses.
A Brazilian official said, "They're flooding our market, but not creating jobs."
The future hinges on innovation. CATL's working on solid-state batteries to reduce fire risks, while NIO's battery-swapping network makes charging a breeze.
Driver Xiaomi swapping a battery saying, 5 minutes and I'm back on the road.
Recycling is also key. BYD's 2025 pilot aims to recycle half its batteries, cutting environmental harm. China's EV revolution is a story of ambition and innovation. From Xiaomi's record-breaking YU7 launch to NIO's battery swaps, it's changing how we drive. But the costs are real: polluted rivers in Tibet, laid-off workers in Changchun, and stranded dealers in Thailand. To lead the world, China must tackle overcapacity, clean up its grid, and ensure safer batteries. Chen Mei's excitement for her new SUV shows the promise, but only responsible growth will keep this revolution on track. Thanks for watching and joining us on this journey to unveil China's many layers. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated. See you in the next video.